So, the right bank has been released completely. The administrative center of the Kherson region has been moved to Genichesk, according to the Russian version, but even there they are already slowly beginning to wind down and evacuate further. In theory, it is necessary to move it somewhere outside of Ukraine. The APU will not go there. If to measure from the river Dnieper, the 80 km zone on the left bank is a zone of attack by HIMARS, the 40 km zone is a zone of total hit by the artillery. It will be difficult to fortify there. The steppes, the lowlands, the Ukrainians now have a height advantage on the right bank. A new Russian offensive on Kherson is impossible in principle. One might as well plan an offensive on London. The AFU is releasing a large number of reserves. No need now to defend Mykolaiv, Odessa, the whole southern direction. The question is where to? Well, here everything is also quite obvious. The most obvious solution is to strike at Melitopol from Zaporizhia, cut the front and isolate the southern and northern flanks of the Russian grouping. The land corridor to Crimea would then cease to exist, and if the Crimean bridge is struck again, the peninsula could be completely cut off from supplies of arms and supplies. The feeling is that Crimea can be liberated even faster than Donetsk. In the Donbass, it is possible to strengthen the group, finally deprive the enemy of hope to take Bakhmut, and to survive Swatovo and Kremenaya. And there are all kinds of options, or exit to the border with the Russian Federation in the direction, say Belovodsk, or along the sea from Melitopol to Primorsky Berdyansk Mariupol. Or all together. Winter and frozen roads will only increase the mobility of Ukrainian troops. The main thing here is to avoid long pauses if possible. Moscow needs them now like air. They have terrible problems with prepared reserves and equipment. You cannot give them time, especially since the initiative is in the hands of the Ukrainian armed forces. Here is a clear example of how the initiative works in practice. Since the Russian armed forces are forced to adjust to the armed forces, as Ukrainians are advancing, not all of whom the armed forces of the Russian Federation were able to withdraw from the West Bank will be transferred from the south to other directions, as they are really afraid of a jerk of the Ukrainian forces towards the Crimea. But the Ukrainian armed forces can be sure that there will be no offensive against Nikolaev, Kryvyi Rog, Odessa, etc. with maximum probability now. This means that Ukraine can move its forces from the south to other directions as much as possible. This is just an example, but it shows the advantages of the initiative and why it is important to seize and hold it. The initiative is half the battle. The Russian occupiers have already lost their initiative.